Alright, so today is a work day. Today is Monday. Good morning. I just want to start by saying that I'm grateful for my job. I'm grateful for the longevity that I've had with this company. I truly believe that was God's doing, because if it was up to me, I would have been gone within the first year. I'm just being honest. So to be here 4 years, it's pretty amazing. Now, my job is not hard. As you can see, I work from home, and that wouldn't have happened if what went on in 2020 didn't occur. I would still be in the office to this day. But thankfully, even after things subsided, even though it's still happening, they decided to keep us home and free up space for newcomers for training and all that stuff, so that they can work in the office, and then when they're ready they can work from home next, and then it'll just onboard more people that way. My job is not hard. What's hard is people. People are hard. What do you do when people resist you or feel entitled, feel some form of hierarchy over you, and you don't have a choice but to sit there? Sometimes they receive a thank you so much, we appreciate your business, bye. I am not that whole 3-strike rule. Once you cross the line, it's thank you so much, we appreciate your business, bye. Like, I close it, right? I shut it down. I don't take verbal abuse. I don't take any form of abuse, period. I don't care if it's from my personal life or my work life. I don't take it. My patience and my temperament, I realize as I gotten older, and me being in my 30s, it's short. And I find myself now constantly praying, asking the Holy Spirit to give me patience and to work on my temperament, because I can be very temperamental when things that should make sense to people don't make sense, and that's a me problem, because that's just how I'm wired. My brain it moves so fast, and sometimes I have this expectation that your brain should move that fast too, and that's not true, and that's not fair either. Just taking accountability of my ways. Out of that, today I am praying, asking God to help me submit to this job, because today I'm not really feeling it. It's raining outside. I love days where it's raining, but I hate days where it's raining and I have to be at work. Those two don't match well with me, because I'm naturally drowsy from it raining, but then I got to be like alert for customers so that they can receive the full me. Now, mind you, I believe in giving customers the best, but when customers don't want to reciprocate or try, or if they lie to me, because I receive a lot of liars. When I tell you, I talk to a lot of liars. Everything in me just kind of drops. I'm not even gonna hold you. It doesn't matter. I just have to keep in mind who I am and who I represent, so that I can give close to 80%. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I can't give 100. I feel like People, there are real people who have a heart for customer support roles, who truly have a heart. I am not one, to be completely honest with you. Am I good at serving people? Yes, 100%. I need you to talk. I need you to communicate. I don't need one-worded answers. I need you to be very detailed so that I can assist you. And you have people who are like, no, yes, no, yeah. And it's like, answer, communicate. I had another word after communicate, but I'm gonna refrain. But yeah, so that's just how I'm feeling. I'm gonna have to pray through today because it's Monday. It's Monday, and what I plan on doing while working is listening to an audio book. I'm gonna be listening to In Every Mirror She's Black. I actually started reading the physical book, but just due to me having a lot of things going on, I can't physically pick it up right now, so I think it would just be best for me to hear it, listen to it through Spotify. Yeah, and then I will pick up the camera again. I'll talk to y'all later on after work, of course, because I'm not working yet. But yeah, I just wanted to. I feel like I need a new lens. I'm using a kit lens, by the way, and I am learning because I have this bad habit of, oh, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. No, we are going to work with this kit lens until I get this camera down. Once I get this camera down, then I will get a prime lens. It'll be a wide angle lens. I'm thinking about an 11 millimeter wide angle lens, but until then this kit lens is going to be just fine. I did buy an ND filter for it so that it can control the exposure. Now for this clip I did turn up the exposure some because I just didn't like how dark it was looking in my living room. But yeah, I just want to work on the mind frame. I'm working on a lot of things. Like, I am unlearning so many things and breaking so many bad habits, especially that affects me financially, of the need to overly consume just because I see somebody else and I like what they can do with that specific product, and just be content with what I have and where I am. But for right now, I just want to be okay and get adjusted to this camera first, okay, and work on my finances. But we'll talk about that. Like, that's a whole nother video. I got so many videos planned out. I need to go get my notebook and write down some other stuff that I have planned that came to my mind. I went to sleep early last night. Yes, I did. I did go to sleep early. I made sure my phone was away from me. I laid down. I was in the bed by 10:55. Now, what time did I actually go to sleep? I don't know. I didn't have my phone in my hand to see the time. I just, laid there and was just praying until I just went to sleep. And yeah, and then I got up at 6:30. I'm so proud of myself. Thank you, God. So yeah, now I feel refreshed and I still don't feel motivated to work. Anyways, I'll talk to y'all. Oh, pray my strength. Okay, I will talk to y'all when I am off the clock. Bye. All right, so I've been off of work for almost an hour. I got off at 4. Oh, it's over 5. It's after 5. So yeah, I've been off of work for a minute. I just came from the store. Left Aldi, not Aldi's, the Dollar Tree. And now I got my coffee. I'll drink that in a minute. I'm about to cook. I'm about to cook salmon. First, I'm gonna wash my hands. Then y'all gonna meet me over there by the stove.
A few moments later.
All right, y'all. So it's been 3 days since I picked up my camera. Life can just get hectic like that. But I am back. And I wanted to give some encouraging words as well as give 8 tips for beginner content creators like myself. There are a few things that I've learned through this process. I've been on YouTube since 2012, so I've been here for a while. The only thing is that this platform is completely new to me again because how I started in the thick of beauty content creation. Or beauty content creating. So with me starting around that time, it wasn't hard for me to build a following, especially on Instagram with beauty. As being a professional makeup artist, when I came on YouTube, that's what I started as. My very first video, if you go to my makeup artist tutorials, I have a playlist. It's of me doing a model's makeup. And I don't even remember making an introduction video. I just put that video out there and hoped for the best. And it's one of my top viewed videos. But yeah, the only thing was that, like, that's how I started. I wasn't really consistent because me being a makeup artist at that time, that's all I was doing. So doing YouTube videos, it was a bit hard because I was getting booked and I was traveling as a makeup artist. So it just wasn't as easy to stay consistent like it is now, or how I'm trying to make myself. Being a makeup artist is a pretty demanding career because you have to go so much, and when it's time for you to rest, you have to make yourself go on vacation because there's always work available with being a makeup artist. It's a completely different shift with photography. Like photography, you have to hustle a lot harder, in my opinion, to get the clients you want. But the thing is that you don't need many clients with being a photographer. You just need a top, I would say, a good 5 to 10 top paying clients that you will get yearly. Versus as a makeup artist, you have to have a big clientele so that you know your job is secure and you'll always have income coming in, or have other side hustles with being a makeup artist, things like that. So that's my story with how I started with YouTube on this platform. But since I'm no longer a makeup artist and I'm on here just to create in general and share my different hobbies and my love for the arts in general, it is very new to me. And I chose wisdom this time. Instead of trying to go from the dome, all that stuff, I decided to create 8 tips that could help you just like it's helping me. And yeah, let's get started. All right. So, with step 1, shake the nerves off and focus on your why. That is something that I really had to work on because I could be a very nervous person. And when you are naturally nervous, you are constantly in your head trying to undo the thinking process of you're not capable or why you're not capable of doing what you want to do. So that's why I put shake the nerves off and focus on your why. Your why will help you push through those nerves that you have if you are a naturally nervous person. Just focus on why you want to create, what feelings and emotions and internal joy that it brings for you to create. And once you focus on that and you feel that freedom and release of creating, those nerves end up going away. Number 2 is ask yourself, will this road lead you to Rome? Now, I learned this from my therapist. Shout out to her. I have a lot of things I want to do. And when I explained all those things to my therapist, she was like, I'm pretty much an overall creative person. But the thing was that with everything that I'm doing, does it lead to one thing? And she used the term, all roads must lead to Rome. And I had to sit there and think and think. And then I came home and I sat and I kept on thinking. And then I started writing. And then I realized, yeah, everything that I'm doing will lead me to Rome. It feels all over the place right now because I have to drop one thing and pick up another. But like I said in my previous video, that's why I'm working on just setting one thing aside and mastering one thing at a time instead of trying to do it all at once. I don't want to be a jack of all trades, but a master of none. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's good to be a master of everything, but just need that commitment to that thing. So, yeah, ask yourself, will this journey of being a content creator lead, will that road lead you to Rome? And if it does, then you're already on the right path. You just gotta believe that this is all worth it. 3, everything is saturated, but there is still an audience for you. Think about it like this. There are about probably 10 water companies, over 10 water companies selling water at your local store, grocery store. Okay? Everything is saturated, but we all have an audience. It doesn't matter how many people are in the audience, just know that someone is out there for you. The market is saturated everywhere, okay? It's over 1 billion people in the world. You'll be fine. I have to tell myself that a lot, by the way. 4 is have fun and educate yourself about the platform you're creating on. Please don't take it so seriously. Just pull out your camera after you've, strategized, I guess, depending on what kind of personality you have. I'm working on being more organized and strategic. I would say doing Vlogtober has really taught me that, like, plan it out. And it has helped me tremendously because I'm one of those people, I just go with the flow. That's my personality, but sometimes that's just not ethical and it can waste a lot of time and cause me to be a procrastinator. And that is something I'm really trying to break off of me. So, yeah, what I've been doing is having fun, also being strategic and having fun. So I'm just not like aimlessly with my camera with no goal in mind, like still be goal intended while having fun. And then I've been educating myself a lot about this platform. And I think that is one of the top things that's been helping me. And I want the same for you. Like, please, please, please learn this platform, Instagram platform, Facebook platform, whatever platform that you want to focus on, TikTok, Pinterest, it doesn't matter. You need to study it so that you'll know what you're getting yourself into and how like the algorithm and all of that stuff works. Number 5, don't stress yourself about analytics and numbers, just learn them. Yes. So here's my thing. I do not look at my numbers. I do not look at the analytics because right now they aren't the highest. Do I go to my YouTube studio and check just to make sure I haven't missed any comments? Because sometimes I don't get notified when I receive a comment on my video. So I go to YouTube studio to check that kind of stuff to just keep my engagements up. But as far as looking at analytics and stuff, I view them, but I do not like zone into them where I start to be like hypercritical of myself because I am starting fresh in my opinion. So I know that getting views is not going to be the easiest, but I am learning them. I will say that. So I watch different analytic videos on how to, read numbers and SEO and all of that stuff on the marketing, all of that. I have actually marketed some of my older YouTube videos for makeup tutorials, and I would get a lot of my views through Pinterest. So if you are somebody who's into branding, all of that stuff, I'm not into that anymore. But if that's your niche, I would highly suggest Pinterest. I feel like it's sometimes underrated, and it can really help. Like I used to get a lot of clicks just because of Pinterest. So I would say go through that for marketing. I used to pay like around $5 to $10 just to promote my YouTube channel through Pinterest, and I would get pretty good results. So I would say if that's something you're interested in, go through Pinterest. But other than that, if you just want to go the more organic route, I would say, then just know it's a long game. So don't stress yourself about analytics and numbers. Just learn about them. Number 6, comparison is a thief of joy. Don't look to the left or right. Keep your sight above. Now, with that, let me tell you something. As somebody who has naturally compared herself to her peers, hi, me, I am warning you not to be like how I was. I no longer do that. I'm very thankful that I am not under that bondage anymore of comparison. But when I was in deep depression, like just a dark hole because I just felt left behind. I felt confused. I was just trying to figure out like why my life was the way it was. What did I do? What decisions did I make in my 20s and in my teen years? Like what part went wrong? And thankfully I received that my journey is mine and their journey is theirs. And it's time to become okay, not settled, but okay with where I am and give myself grace and make the kind of changes that I need to make and improve and all that stuff and not be stagnant. So yeah, don't compare yourself. That I don't compare myself now. I feel like that's why me coming back to YouTube this year at the time that I did was for the best. Instead of like last year, I was on YouTube making makeup tutorial videos, but I was so unhappy. I was so miserable. And watching those videos kind of hurts my feelings because like I can see the misery in my eyes. Like, what are we doing? What is happening here? But makeup brought me so much joy. It still brings me joy. But that wasn't doing enough for me, and I ended up finding out why. But yeah, so I would say comparison. Just don't think about others. Just focus on your lane. Stay in your lane. You'll be all right. It's fine to be inspired by others, but don't do that to yourself. Number 7, depending on what you're creating, sometimes equipment does matter, but please do not put yourself in a bad way for the equipment. I would say when I started vlogging, I started with my iPhone. I hadn't gotten my camera yet. So I was just working with my iPhone for a while. No, that's not true. No, I started vlogging. I had my camera. I did get my Sony camera, but I was too afraid to take it outside. So I started vlogging with my iPhone, and my iPhone works amazingly. I love it. The fact that I can go into cinema mode and edit, like go into the raw files, all that stuff, if that matters to you, and color grade like I would if I was recording on my actual camera. So, yeah, equipment does matter. I will never say equipment doesn't matter, but what I will say is use what you have for the time being and get creative and think outside of the box. I feel like those are the most precious moments, because when you finally get the equipment that you have, you can look back on what you've created with what you started with. You'll be like, wow, this is crazy. I created this amazing video or content with just these few items, to now I have what I need, and it's about to go up. It's about to be up from here because the quality is going to change. And yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Equipment does matter, but work with what you have and you'll see yourself glow up from there. And with the equipment, I believe software really matters. And there are free editing softwares out there that can really help you with learning how to do basic color grading. iMovie is great if you have an Apple product. DaVinci Resolve is great as well. And so is CapCut. I've used all three of those. I will definitely recommend all of them with high rates of 5. But yeah, I think they're a great start. And I know that CapCut and DaVinci Resolve have more editing features than iMovie. So if you're like really into special effects or different like fonts and all that stuff, you might want to do the last two outside of iMovie. And number 8, last but not least, study the platform outside of it. That means don't watch just 1,000 videos over and over and over about what you're wanting to create and about your niche. Actually leave that platform that you're learning about and read. I cannot stress it enough. Reading is necessary because there are a lot of things that people leave out in their videos just to condense it some so that they don't lose the viewer, which is fair. But sometimes what they leave out could be very, very important, and it can help you grow. I don't always watch a lot of videos. I do read articles. I've found a lot of helpful things that I am utilizing now for Vlogtober, and that I'll continue utilizing, that I found with different articles online that I did not get watching, YouTube videos. I don't know why sometimes they leave certain things out. Maybe it's to protect what they have going on. We will never know, and I'm not going to assume either. But what I will say is, to help yourself, leave the platform that you are wanting to utilize for yourself or for your brand and go read. Go to your local bookstore. I highly recommend it, because I want to do different forms of content on here. I buy books, like legit books. For instance, I told y'all how much I love color grading, and I would say videography and photography, they are similar, but they are not the same. Okay. And even though I have color theory down with photography, sometimes I have a mishap with editing videos. Where's my book? So I ended up purchasing from Barnes and Noble this book, and it has truly helped me. I use it for photography as well, just to give me an idea of the vibe that I want to go for my shoot. But yeah, this helps me with color theory for videos, because when you have movement involved in uncontrollable lighting in different shots and stuff, you have to move quickly and all that stuff, so everything can still be in sync. Versus with photography, it's not that serious, that you have more control of the lighting because these are still photos. So I feel like, could that be something I can learn in video? Maybe. But the fact that I can read it and it's just more detailed, and it's right here with me in my home. With the other books I have fashion books because I do fashion photography. So I got books about that. I could definitely read. I could definitely watch videos about fashion photography. But why do I have to when I have books about it? I have editorial books, and I am going to look into cinematography books as well, just so that I can read more about that. I feel like I watch a lot of videos about cinematography, and that's fine, but I feel like reading will also be just as helpful. So yeah, please, reading is fundamental. Read. All right, and this is just a little nugget that I wanted to put in this video. If you're a believer, I just want you to remember that we are the branches that's connected to the vine that has been planted by the gardener. Okay, so what we do as creatives should be taken with high regard and honor. We are creatives because we are branched to the creator, and that is mind blowing. Okay, so when you have doubt, when you feel procrastination creeping in due to fear, just remember who you are connected to, and get that confidence from the creator, and he will give it to you. And go out there and create, because think about it, us creating, us putting content out here from our hearts with with just true joy, that is us giving praise and glory to God. So I just want you to put that in your mind, and also store that in your heart, that we wouldn't be creatives without the creator. Okay, that's what's keeping me going. When I start to feel like clammy, or like the enemy tries to put my past in my way to block me, I instantly remember who I'm connected to now. I wasn't connected to the source back then, so of course I made dumb decisions, but I'm connected to the source now. I'm not saying I won't make dumb decisions, but it will be different because my heart posture has changed. So yeah, I just wanted to, drop that in there. Boom. There you go. I love you. All right. Heart. I don't know how the Gen Zs do it. I'm a millennial, so heart. But please be uh, be great. Give yourself grace. Do not be hard on yourself. Do not beat yourself up, okay? This is all supposed to be fun and to release happy endorphins, all right? I will see y'all tomorrow. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't be weird. It's free, all right? I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.